Okay, 23 and 24 are about finding the slope. And remember, you could always graph these and then get the slope of the line if you're better at doing it that way, except for if you look at 24, well, those are decimals, and that's kind of hard to do on a graph. So you do want to remember the formula, which is y minus y1 over x minus x1. The number one thing that's going to happen is you guys are going to put x on the top because you always think x comes first, but not in slope. You always do y because remember, it's rise over run. Rise is your y, and x is your run. So you're going to take 7, because it says find the slope of 1, 7, and 10, 1. So you're going to say 7 minus 1 over 7 minus 1 over 1 minus 10. And then 7 minus 1 is 6. 1 minus 10 is a negative 9. But you need to reduce that. So if you divide those both by 3, that means that's going to be negative because a positive and a negative make negative. 6 divided by 3 is 2, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So that means your slope is negative 2 over 3, which is option B. And on this one, you're going to do the same thing. Again, make sure you do these in the same order. So if you start with this one, you want to go 7 minus 1. You have to go in the same order. So I'm going to say 6.1 minus 3.1 over, and then I'm going to say negative 5.5 minus, that's also a negative 2.5. So 6.1 minus 3.1 is going to be 3. And then you have negative 5.5 minus a negative 2.5. That is going to then become a positive because two negatives side by side when you're adding or subtracting becomes positive. So you have negative 5.5 plus 2.5, and that's going to also give you a negative 3. So negative 3 over 3 reduces to a negative 1. So that's your answer. And if you notice on the paper, it could be answer A or it could be answer C. Either one. It's negative 1. It doesn't matter. Now, if they were to ask you it like this, because I have seen some like this before, it says, Jennifer finds the slope of the line between, and it gives you the 2 points. And then it says, she wrote it like this, 8 minus 6 and over 7 minus 10. What mistake did she make? Well, remember, it needs to be y minus y1 over x minus x1, just like we did up here. Did she put her y's first? Yes, she did do that. Okay, and then she put her x's on bottom, so that's right. But she said 8 minus 6, and then she said 7 minus 10. If you choose to go with this coordinate first, this is now your y, and that's your y1, and that's your x and your x1. You have to do them in the same order. So make sure if you say 8 minus 6, you would have to say 10 minus 7. So the correct way to write this would be 8 minus 6 over 10 minus 7, and then work that out. 8 minus 6 is 2, and 10 minus 7 is 3. So the answer to that slope is 2 over 3. And you could always check that if you were to graph it as well. So that's just a little bonus one in case they word them like that.